Welcome to my second episode of Rustie Sheep. I finally got a name that I'm proud of, that I agree with, that I felt comfortable using. Welcome for the people who it's the first time. Welcome here, and people who saw the first episode. Thank you. I got some lovely feedback from all of you guys, some comments on Facebook, and already people are subscribing to the podcast, and I feel so grateful for that. It was a bit of a trial for me, but I got really nice comments, and that makes my heart really soft. And yeah, thank you for that. Even people from the US are already watching, so yeah, thank you. Um, I want to talk a bit why I chose the name Rusty Sheep. Rusty is a tribute to my mom. She was a painter, and her name was Rusty Angel, and I wanted to keep that as a tribute to my mom because she was a ginger, and that's the reason she chose Rusty. You can see a picture in the background. That's a painting. Sorry, she made for me. She made a painting for all of her children. I'm the eldest of five. We all have our own painting, and mine says cherish because I'm a person who cherishes a lot. Time with my family, time with my friends. I'm a person who's not into materialism. I love my nicks and bobs, and like small things can really make me happy, especially yarn, as you can see. I will talk today a bit more about what I have made this week and what I'm wearing. I'll do that in a minute. I have my show notes here, so I'm prepared, guys. And also, as you can see, this is a whole new setting. I was a bit bothered though with the lights. It's also easier when you're having a neutral background. I also done my nails. I'm prepared this time, guys. So yeah, this week I was been thinking about what kind of content, what kind of podcast it should be. I got a new Instagram account. I changed the name of the YouTube channel into Rusty Sheep. Um, I wanted to use Rusty Sheep with a Y, but apparently there's already a YouTube channel called this, like that. I don't know what it does. It's not anything yarn related or anything sheep related. It was some weird videos. So Rusty with an EI. It was available on Ravelry. I changed my Ravelry name as well because I didn't want to lose all the projects I've done. And I didn't know you could just change your name and it was still available. So look at me. Um, so new name, Rusty Sheep. And yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. I'll put a link down there as well. So a bit more what I'm wearing today, and I'll show you. This is the Grace cardigan from Jane Richmond. It's got like a lace panel in front here, but also in the back. I'm not going to stand up because I'm wearing a dress and I don't want to, guys, like that you can see stuff. It's just, but I'll put a picture in. I took some pictures, lovely pictures this week from with me wearing this cardigan, and I'll put a picture in as well so you can see the back. It's really nice lace pattern. Um, I knitted it out of fiber space. I think it's called a Via Vicious in the colorway Deep Aqua. It's a finger in weights yarn. It's the second time I use a fiber space. It's a space. Sorry, slow down a bit. It's a lovely yarn. It's a merino yarn. It's really smooth. I really love to work with it. I found it, I think I bought this one on an online web shop. I can't remember which one. But I know the shop in Brussels, Kaleidoscope, has it as well. So they have so beautiful colors. There's a forest green color as well that I'm in love with. I have my boxy sweater from Hoagie Yokitelli in the colorway Spice Plum. So I'll be wearing that in one of the episodes. The weather is great. It's Easter weekend and the weather is so amazing. I bought a lounge chair this week so I could just like lay down in the sun and enjoy the time listening to podcasts. I did that yesterday. I spent some time in the sun. I'm not a person who sunbathes a lot, but I just wanted to do. And also with the corona being quarantine, life is going more slowly, and I needed a time to relax. And yeah, I liked it. I could just listen to some podcasts and just enjoy my time, or listen to the birds. So my terrace, I live in the center of the city. I have a small terrace. Like when the lounge chair is on it, nobody can pass. It's just for me to get in and out, and it's just basic space, but I'm happy with it. So I take what I can get. So yes, I loved it. This week too, I was thinking about what kind of content that I was going to deliver, and I have a finished object. Tuesday afternoon, I'm working from home now. Tuesday afternoon, I was almost done finishing the trig sweater. Still cannot pronounce it. So the trig sweater. And I was at the rib, I just started the rib. I wanted to finish it. I had to do the neckline and then finish off the rib. And I was just, I wasn't really feeling motivated to do my job. So I texted my boss saying, "Is it okay if I take a half day off?" And he was like, "Sure, why not?" So, and then when I told him the reason is because I wanted to knit, I could have easily done it by the evening or during the evening, but I was just like, I want to knit. I was so excited. So, guys, I'm going to show you in a minute the trick sweater. It's made for my friend Bob's. She lives close to Amsterdam. That's about 2 hours away from me. I think 2 hours and 40 minutes she lives away from me. We haven't been seeing each other in a while, and I miss her. And I decided to make a jumper for her. I talked about it last week as well. So I was last week. I'll just show you. I'll just get the sweater with me. Look, it's finished. It's see, as you can see the rib. I chose to do a twisted rib because I love that, the twisted rib. I like it when the it pops out a bit. So look at that sweater, the raglan sweater. Last week I had finished one sleeve and I was halfway, I think the second sleeve. So now I finished the whole cardigan, the whole jumper. Look, it's already blocked. I did it this week. My apartment is not big, and I have those mats where I block whatever I knit, and that means my whole floor is full with mats. So I've been balancing around the mats, but actually those mats give me a good idea. I wanted to do some yoga, and I was thinking of buying a yoga mat, but I think those mats are actually okay as well to do some yoga. So I'll try that tomorrow. I love this sweater. It's amazing. I knitted it up in 11 days. It's actually the first time I've knitted a sweater that quick. Most of the time I do about 3 weeks, 4 weeks for a sweater, but I need to tell you this is a DK weight yarn. And knitted out of the Barham U, the Pisthorpe, uh, the DK weight, with a needle size 5. And it went so quick. Before you knew, yeah, look, 11 days. I love this sweater. It's my new favorite sweater. And I am not a purple person, but I'm so happy that I made this for her and she hasn't seen it yet. So look, first time. I did show her a picture like when it was on the blocking mats, but it's, we know what it's going to look like when it's on the blocking mats. But if a person is not used to knitting or doesn't know a lot about knitting, So if you're watching, look, your sweater. The bad thing is she needs to wait to get it. It's a kind of thick sweater as well, but I think it will be perfect for like in the summer evenings when it gets a bit colder, that she can wear it on top. She will love it anyway, just because I made it. I know that. The reason I love it so much, I really love it. So what did I did? Sorry, what did I do? I started a new one. I'm making my own trig sweater. I just started, I think yesterday or the day before. First, I'm going to show you the yarn. I bought some Tinde. Look at that color. I bought it on the web shop of Trollewol. That's a shop in the Netherlands. I think that's the closest shop where I can find Norwegian yarn. It's a Tinde, the Pelsgun yarn, Pelsgull yarn from Hillesvag. Last week I was wearing my red jumper, and that was made out of the same fabric, the same yarn as well. Actually, it's a more it doesn't show well the color. It's more yellow on the camera. Let's see if I'm gonna like see it changes the color a bit. Um, yeah, it's the first time I'm trying yellow. I've been seeing jumpers in the color yellow or mustard, and I've been wondering if it would fit me. I don't know if it would match my skin tone, but I've been thinking about like knitting a jumper in a yellow color or a yellow base for more than a year, and now I just decided do it. Apparently, I'm doing stuff now that I'm always doubting to do, and I'm just taking a leap of faith, and then we'll see how it goes. Um, so yeah, I haven't knitted that far because I did two cast-ons this week. I finished the jumper, I did two cast-ons, and I'm still working on my socks. So I've got three cast-ons. I have three projects at the moment. Okay. Firstly, I'm going to show you the trick sweater I'm working on. It's covered a bit. I should have. Okay, and I stopped like, oh yeah, in the beginning of a round. Maybe I should just, yeah, I've knitted one. It's still, I'm doing the raglan here, as you can see. Um, I have done one row of the pattern, the eyelet pattern already. I don't know if you can see it. It's still the beginning. I haven't really picked up on that this week because a colleague of mine just got a baby. She's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks early, and I thought I had time to knit something. So yeah, she gave birth yesterday. It's an Easter baby, and yeah, so I decided. I kind of said that I would make a small a present, a baby present. So I started doing this as well. But yeah, I haven't reached far as well. Um, so yeah, this you will see in the coming weeks. I'm knitting on that sweater. It's just, the fabric now is still a bit a rustic yarn, but it will soften up once I've washed it. It's yeah, it's one of those yarns that will become smoother and softer as soon as the oil is out. It's really amazing how soft this will get. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on this project. Um, all right, I'm going to talk about last week I was going on about the raveling of the yarn because I reused the yarn, and I just wanted to show you guys how smooth it becomes. Like I said, I wasn't worried, but you cannot see here, like it's soft. It's like you cannot see anything anymore that I used to unravel yarn. It really blocked out well. So yeah, I said I wasn't worried about that, but I wanted to show you guys what I meant about that. Um, the yarn loses a bit of his bounciness when you unravel it, and I showed it last week. But as I said, a good wash and it's okay. Don't worry. I'm never worried about that, but I just wanted to show you guys. What else am I working on? Like the trick sweater for myself. Then I'm still knitting on my socks as well. It's just the perfect knit. The socks, I just take it with me everywhere. And I have a heel. I'm almost going in to do my rib for this one. It's the first sock still, but I like to use a German short row heel, as you can see. For me, that's like the perfect heel. I like that heel and I also know it by heart. Um, the most of the pattern says that you need to do make a double stitch until you have 10 stitches for the heel. I noticed that 10 stitches is a bit too small for me, so I usually do 30 stitches. I do 9, make doubles on both sides, and 12 stitches for the heel itself. For me, that fits perfectly. I'm about like 6 centimeters or 7 centimeters into before I will do the cuff. So yeah, it's I mentioned it last week. It's from Dragon Hill Studio, not Studios. Apparently, last week I misspoke. It's Dragon Hill Studio. It's in the bright wheel colorway, and her base is called. Let me just check. Yeah, it's in the Surebone Sparkle sock. It's 75% merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. As you can see, it's got sparkles in there. You can see a bit. So yeah, it's this is my go-to knitting. I went to a friend's house today for brunch for Easter. Yes, I kept my distance. We've been going for walks, just like keeping our distance. It's nice to have a chat with somebody in real life, and see my friend. And I was just knitting away. Actually, I wanted to finish the first sock so I could show you guys, like, I have a half finished object as well. But I just had a call with my family for Easter. We did on Messenger, the funny games you can do, like eat some hamburgers. And my little niece was on there as well. And we were both like with our mouths open, like eating our hamburgers. It was really funny. So I wish I could finish this sock. I will by tonight. But I wish I could show you guys like the first finished sock. But yeah, it was nice to like chat with my family as well. And yeah, these days it's nice to hear from them. And my dad and I, we video call. And yeah, my dad is. I'm always talking about yarn, of course. I was like, Dad, I finished the sweater, and he was like, Yes, yes, darling, yes. Or we talk about plants. That's something we talk about. My dad likes plants as well. I can grow anything here. I'm growing celery. I found on Pinterest if like you chop down the bottom of the celery, place it in water, just wait, the celery is growing. It is. I think my celery is this big already. It's got leaves and everything. I did it with leek as well. And it's funny with leek, leek has layers and it grows layer by layer. And it's nice. And now I'm trying with some kind of onion, spring onion. I'm trying to do that as well, but I just did that like 2 days ago. I'm growing small tomatoes as well, cherry tomatoes, but that's just like the seedlings yet, so the little ones. And mints, I have mints as well because I've been drinking a lot of lime and mint water, or lemon and mint water, depending on what I have in the house or what is available in the shop. Because I like to drink water, and sometimes I'm a bit sick and tired of just the taste of water, so I do something crazy in this drink, mint water. So I'm gonna take a sip now. Minty. Um, so yeah, that's the sock I'm working on. And then the baby, I'm making a jumper for a baby. I'm still deciding because I did the cast on first, the normal, I think, long tail cast on. And it was really tight. I'm a person who, when I do my cast on, even when I pick a bigger size of needle, it's really tight. And when I looked at it, when I joined in the round, when I looked at it, I was like, no way in hell there's like a baby's head going through that. So I did an elastic cast on. I will show you in a minute. I did an elastic cast on, but now I'm not really happy about the cast on. But I'll see. If not, I did like a 4 centimeter rib. I just gonna show you guys. There you go. This is actually one of my tries. I colored some yarn. I dyed some yarn. It's not really coming. Yeah, it's more flashier in the real life. I think it's the camera and the lights as well. So I dyed this yarn. I think a couple of months ago, and I needed a fingering weight, and yeah, I wanted to try this. And I'm going to show you guys. See the rib, like the cast on here, it's a bit too loose for me. I have two options because I've done like 4 centimeter rib. Either I fold it over, that and sew it together, or I will rip out the cast on, or maybe crochet around it. I have actually three options. I'll see. As you can see, I just started it. This is supposed to be the rib. It's a kind of raglan sweater. I'm knitting the flat slides and the size 6 months. Because yeah, the baby just born were April. I think by November, by October, November, she can wear this jumper, and it's flat slide from Tin Can Knits. The baby, it's a free pattern. Actually, I saw it on the Ravelry page of a friend, and she's having a baby end of May, and I know what I'm knitting for that baby. Sking Deer is a podcast I like to watch as well, and she has like a cardigan. She has shown us before, but the pattern is not there yet. So I'm looking forward with the Norwegian style. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually checking Ravelry like a few times to see if she has launched it, yes or no. So I'm knitting that for my friend, and she knows it. We actually met Skein while we were in Edinburgh. I think in 2017 we were in Edinburgh, and I met Skein, and she actually came over to our table. It was midnight, and I was just starting doing color work, and she has a pattern to make pot holders, and I did it out of cotton, and it was the first time, um, as a first time color work knitter, you need to work on your tension. And with cotton, it's not a fabric that really gives a lot. So it was perfect for me to try. And I'm not going to show it. I still use the pot holders, but now when I see the difference between what I make now and 3 years ago, it's just amazing how my knitting has changed. And so I'm at Skein Deer. I have a picture. Nah, I'm not going to post it because I have a fringe. You won't recognize me. But yeah, I watch Skein Deer. Any other podcasts I'm watching? Yeah, I watch a Stranded podcast, Amy Florence. Those are my favorite podcasts I follow every week, or like I try to. I'm looking for others. I'm not the person who really listens to podcasts. When I listen to podcasts, I do more audiobooks. And also, I rather watch something and knit at the same time than listen to something. I don't know, it's weird. It's like I need something I can look up to, or I don't know why I don't do that. Maybe I should try that again. So yeah, the baby cardigan, I just started it. We'll see. It's, as you can see, I haven't even made a project on Ravelry yet. Because I tried a few patterns, and I wasn't just feeling like it. So maybe, yeah, I like the color though. It was a dipping technique I used. It's got some lighter pieces as well in there. Yeah, we'll see. It's something I'm doing dyeing yarn. If I can find the yarn that I want. Depending, yeah. I'm not sure. As I said in the previous episode, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Because I have a llama pattern as well that I still need to write up. Well, it's almost done, but I need to check it again and maybe ask somebody to test it. Yeah, there's a person who liked it on Instagram. Maybe I should ask her if she wants to test knit it. Or people who are interested in my llama socks, you can find them on my Ravelry, my Instagram page. Um, I took a picture, and see, let me know if you're interested in test knitting them. I The reason I haven't finished the pattern yet is because when I launch a pattern, I want top down and bottom up. So I think I'm still working on the top-down version of it, and I don't want to relaunch it afterwards with another pattern or with another version of it. So and it's been a while. It's not something I've been focusing on for the moment. So I hope, guys, that I'm speaking slower now. The nerves are still there. It's so weird. It's before I launched the first episode, I think I watched it 3 times myself. Um, and then just adding the subtitles. I saw like sometimes the subtitles were too soon. I was like, okay, afterwards, it's still a learning process for me as well. So, but it was nice. I launched it. I was a bit nervous. The first time I uploaded it, something went wrong with YouTube and I had to re-upload it. And it takes like an hour for your video to upload. Also, the intro is a bit still needs some working on. Gonna work on that with the new name. Maybe I'll just use the same picture. Sorry. Maybe I'll just use the same picture and change the names. Not sure yet. It's already 5 o'clock, and I still need to edit this podcast, this video. Um, yeah, and we'll see. But first, I'm so grateful for the comments I got. I couldn't believe it. People were enthusiastic about it, and oh, I'm a humble person. When I get a comment and it's positive, I start to blush and I couldn't believe myself. I was in such a positive vibe the whole week because of the comments and people subscribing to the channel. And it's like every morning I woke up, I got a new one. This person subscribed. I was like, really? Oh my God. Like every person, thank you. Because every time you hit that subscribe button, my heart skips a beat. And for me, I am a person who likes to set goals. I was like, oh, it would be wonderful if I have 10 subscribers by the next episode. And the last time I checked, it was 16. I know on YouTube that's not a lot. You need big amounts, but for me, I'm already happy with those 16 people. Like people have watched it. I think I have about 150 views already. I was surprised by that for the first episode. So yeah, now for me, it would be great if I have like 50 subscribers. So as I said, I'm a person who's really happy and grateful, and I'm just talking about something I love, and people who love yarn, nearly. So also the new setup is something I thought about for you guys as well. So yeah, who knows where this is going? So yeah, I'm gonna round up. I would like to thank you for watching this episode and hit the thumbs up if you liked it. And also add me on Ravelry and add me on Instagram. I'll put all the links down there. Also of the patterns that I'm making, because I couldn't figure it out last week how to do that, but I did now. So everything I talked about today is going to be down there as well. Just gonna check quickly. Yeah, I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. So thank you. Have a lovely Easter and see you next week. Bye bye.